Last of the Dragonlords by Fluttershy 20, Chapter 8. 17 hours earlier in the trots. The first time Twilight felt in what seemed like a long time was the comfortable pillow her head rested on. She groaned as she opened her eyes. Heard the sounds birds singing, Polly's calling from outside to each other, Broomin walking around the room outside her and her friends. Twilight slowly rose from her pillow, stretched her forelegs, and looked around the room. She went to her left and saw Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Rarity still sleeping in their beds. Glad they were okay. She looked to her right. Declared Fluttershy would be sleeping. Declared part of her hope that Fluttershy drunken was a dream, and they would be able to go home. Unicorn's heart shattered when she saw the bed was empty. She stared at it dumbly with tears in her eyes for what seemed like ages. She didn't hear the others begin to stir from their slumber. Ugh! Rainbow groaned, stretching out her legs and wings. Rubbed her head with her hoof. What happened? Last hour, Rainbow was having a drink with y'all, Applejack said, stretching her legs and swinging her head side to side. Now this. Rainbow's eyes widened when she remembered when they narrowed and she hissed the name. Fluttershy! Now, hold on, Rainbow, Rarity said. What if Fluttershy wasn't responsible? What if she didn't know what? She was responsible, Twilight cut her off. She knew exactly what she was doing. I knew it! Rainbow roared, slamming down on the bed with her hoofs. When I find her, I'm going to give her something like she'll be dead from it for a week! Nobody noticed that the pink pony had gotten up and was looking at a scroll left from it wrapped up on the table. I think it's for Fluttershy, she said in a sad tone. Well, seemed to Twilight so wrong coming from a pony who was meant to bring joy to the world. Twilight got out of her bed and walked over to where Pinkie stood, gazing at the scroll left there. It was perfectly rolled up, with a red ribbon tied around it. Clever Unicorn picked it up with her magic, untied the ribbon, and began to read aloud. My dearest friends, firstly, I want to thank you all for being my friends, for being there when I needed it, for staying by me even when I could go no further, for having faith in me when I had none for myself. I love you all so much, and I will never forget you. The last 2 years will always leave a special place in my heart for the rest of my life. That is why I must leave you all now. I lied when I said I met finding your drugs. I had a horse guy about a month ago, and I'm going in after him, alone. I'm sorry for having to drag you like I did, but I didn't want to see you all get hurt because of me, or worse. I would never forgive myself if something happened to you. By the time you evolved awakened, it'll have been 2 days since I left you sleeping here. Star, commander of the garrison, has promised me you'll be taken back to Ponyville safely. When you get there, please make sure Angel Bunny is freed with the others in the cottage. Serves what you would have wanted. After that, live the lives the way you would have lived them. Honest, loyal, generous, kind, and happy. I love you girls so much. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Farewell. The letter ended, and Twilight buried her face in it, tears soaking into the scroll and ruining some of the writing. She looked around to see Pinkie's head buried in Rarity's chest, the white unicorn trying to calm down the crying pony, even when she was in distress herself. Rainbow only stared at the ground, her face from one to anger to complete sorrow. Applejack showed no emotion, her face staring at Twilight blankly with no idea what to do now. Twilight looked away and stared towards where the yellow Pegasus friend went to slept. Her friend wet with her own tears. The friend basically abandoned them, or saved them, depending on the situation Fluttershy was in the moment. She thought for a moment, then moved over her bed, eyes full of purpose. A horn shone his magenta aura to where the bed lay, and pulled her saddle bags out from underneath. She opened it up and checked inside to see if she had everything. Twat? Applejack asked curiously. What are you doing? I'm going after her! Every pony gasped. Twilight, Rainbow said, jumping out of her bed and hovering in the air in front of the unicorn. Is that a bit dangerous for you? Rainbow's right, Applejack said. Fluttershy can play anywhere in Horsecourt right now. It could take years to find her. I don't care! Twilight snapped back. Right now, the kindest pony that'll ever live here is out there somewhere, fighting, alone, and lost. She saved my life on several occasions for dangerous dragons and cockatrices, and I want to return the favor by being by her side. Because although she probably won't admit it, She's scared of what's happening to her. What she needs is a friend by her side. She placed her saddlebags on her back and moved to stand in front of the door. You can go home if you want, but I'm not going home, knowing I have one less pony friend out there. The four mares looked at each other on unease, unsure what to do or act. So I decided to give it another minute before it was going off. Wait! Rainbow was the first to speak after a moment of silence. No one tells me to give up or go home but me. She dived under her bed, pulled out her saddlebags. I'm with you, Twilight, she said with a grin. Twilight replied in kind. Pinky stood facing two mares, a moment before calmly getting her saddlebags and placing them on her back. I'm ready, Twilight, she stated. Rarity and Applejack looked at each other, then nodded, fisted out their saddlebags from their bags. Twilight felt her eyes wide with joy and a beaming smile across her face. She never felt so lucky to have such good friends as she did by it now. Okay! You care about letting fix, where you have Twilight go, "You abandoned me!" Or Twilight makes some other bullshit that, "You're going to abandon me!" And all you other Carolot wedding complainers that talked about them abandoning Twilight and leaving her to die in that cave. To all of you bad fic writers that are convinced that the main six will abandon each other just because Celestia says so. It's time for you to get a clue. This is how they would act! Yeah, they're not good friends. To the point where if somebody tries to say, leave me, they'll say, fuck that noise, and go off with them. How is this a hard thing to understand? How is this? Were you people dropped on your heads or something when you wrote those type of scenes? Are you just so convinced that you would abandon your friends? They would too! No! They wouldn't! Yeah, they would also be easily forgiving each other. Because guess what? That's what close friends do. So shut up! That's why the scene rules, and that's why the stick rules! Because the girls are in character! Take note! Alright, ladies, Twilight said with authority. We need to get the horse cut by the end of the day. Firesight's got a 2-day head start. We're not going to let that stop us now, are we? No way! The four ponies responded in unison, essentially giving the middle finger to every single Carolot wedding fic in existence. Twilight nodded and returned to the door. Then let's do this. She reared up and then galloped for the door, friends following behind her. The door swung open with contact with Twilight's host and they charged into the main room. Ah! Thank goodness you're awake. And thankfully with no side effects for such a long sleep. Golden-armored white Pegasus greeted him as he ran out the room. Next to him stood Bruin, who had a frown on his face. Behind the Pegasus stood two unicorn guards. Both had their eyes on 5 ponies as they stopped dead a few feet away from the soldiers. Twilight strode forward. Let me guess. You must be Commander Star? Star nodded. That's correct, Twilight Sparkle. He couldn't help but smirk when Twilight's eyes widened to mention her name. Don't be surprised I know your name, Twilight. They're your friends. After Fluttershy left 2 days ago, I did digging into you all, and what I found was most fascinating. Saving a question twice is no mean feat. Reba snored. I believe you mean 3 times. Twilight turned to Rainbow with a quizzical look. What was the 3rd time? Rainbow crossed her legs over her chest. You know, when we got rid of that dragon on the mountain. Twilight shook her head. I think Fluttershy takes full credit for that. We were on our flanks most of the time at that part anyway. Yeah, Rainbow replied. Forgot about that bit. Anyway, Star interrupted. I'm here to make sure that you are escorted to the carrots. Carrots? Rarity said, her head tilted to one side. What's carrots? The carrots that will fly you back to Ponyville this morning, Star answered, looking at each of the confused ponies' faces. Or did Fluttershy forget to mention that in her letter she left for you all? Well, we're not going home. We're going to Horsecout and find Fluttershy, Rainbow proclaimed, moving closer to the white Pegasus. The two guards behind Star moved to an aggressive stance. I'm afraid, Rainbow Dash, Star said, gesturing to the soldiers behind him to relax, that I ain't going to allow you to go after her. Fluttershy was very specific that I make sure you all get back to Ponyfield safely.
Aw, the little Fluttershy threatened Piggy you,
Piggy asked. Rainbow snickered at such a suggestion. Yet when she looked back, Star saw him sweating. She couldn't help but be surprised. No, he lied. As commander of the garrison here, I order you to come with me.
Excuse me?
Rainbow stood up to his face until her noses were just millimeters apart.
I only take orders for the princesses, my friends, and myself. Right now, Fluttershy's not exactly right in the head at the moment. She's been burned to the crisp, resurrected, and been in a coma for a month. That's not exactly going to do wonders for a pony. So now, she needs us more than she would let on. You can force us to the carrots. Lock us in here if you want, but we are not going back to Ponyfield. Not without her! Booyah! You know, some of you other fanfic writers could take notes. Star looked away from the air Pegasus' eyes, taking a moment to consider what Rainbow said. All right, he said after a brief but intense moment of silence. He turned from the confused Pegasus to the guards behind him. Make sure they don't leave this building, he ordered. What? The 5 ponies exclaimed. Rainbow slipped down to the floor, face so hard. Me and my big dumb mouth, she muttered. The 2 unicorn guards erected a shield around the front door. Star left. Once the commander was outside, unicorn guards left, slamming the door behind him. Alphasack looked over to Pegasus and tried to kick down the door, but instead flying where her legs connected with golden aura around the door. 4 ponies climbed around her in concern and helped her out by her hose. Alphasack shook the dust off her body. Well, that was real smooth, Rainbow, she scowled, frowning at Pegasus. If you could keep that big mouth of yours shut for once, we ain't actually do something right for our ponies. Sarah retorted like she usually do. Rainbow seemed to shrink slightly and rub her right leg. Sorry, she muttered. Some point would have thought that Fluttershy and Rainbow swapped places. After that calmed down, put a comforting hoof on the Pegasus' shoulder. It's okay, Sugarcream. I forgave you, she said with a smile. But how do we get out of here now?
Verity whined. The only way out is blocked by a barrier of some sort.
Twilight, you're super duper smarty worry, Pinky said. You can bring that barrier down, right?
Twilight shook her head solemnly. That's military magic, Pinky. Even if I could, it's draining on a unicorn to fight another's power.
So, we're stuck here?
Rainbow said despairingly. 5 mares looked down on the ground, ears folded back and their eyes sullen. Well, if you want to give up, that is. He turned to Brewman, who was walking behind the bar, a smile on his face. I got a better idea. How about I help get you all out of here? 5 faces lit with joy.
You want to help us?
Twilight asked swiftly. Brewman nodded. Why?
Well, the reason, he answered strong. All of the ones you sent to Star. The fact that you're my friends, and I want to help my friends in need.
Just for them to step behind the bar, surround the cellar door in the ground beneath them.
Before I bought this place, he explained, it was used by smugglers bringing in goods from across the Huascar, and vice versa. This will take you to a clearing on the other side of the forest, outside the city. You follow the path. Once you get over the mountains, you'll be in Huascar. The other side left in late afternoon, so you may have to follow the evening. You and the other half could possibly get there by night if you move fast enough.
What about the guards?
Randy asked.
Would they know that we've gone?
Brewman shook his head and chuckled.
They even don't know the smuggling took place, Randy. Probably the Huskers put a stop to it. Anyway, if they ask, I'll just say that you're in your room complaining.
He opened the doors and said,
Hop in.
Piggy tilted first, crying out, Woo! As he fell, followed by Rarity, Rainbow, and dead Twilight. How can we repay you for this? Applejack asked as he took her place to jump.
Let's come back and Fluttershy off and well, okay?
He answered. Twilight was further down below.
What's with these sacks? They're blue, how they are?
I'll put some things in there that you might need when you get to Huascar. Wait until you're outside the city to find out.
I turned to Applejack.
See you later, Philip Vince. Good luck.
Applejack grinned and hopped in. With them gone, Brewman closed the door and locked it.
So that's the sun and luminous moon guard you, please.
Said quietly, then turned back around, continuing cleaning the mugs and dishes.
Ouch! That was my tail, whoever stood on that!
Rarity screeched. Oops, sorry, Rarity, Rainbow said, a faint light emanating from Twilight's horn. The 5 mares had been going through this tunnel for what seemed like an hour, each tripping up on each other's hooves or tails at some point. Twilight's back was a giant sack full of what seemed like glittery objects of some sort, while Alpha Sack had the second sack. It was just as heavy, but of what no pony knew.
I think I can see a light, Piggy said.
That says Twilight's lot from a horn,
Alpha Sack said.
Piggy giggled. Oh yeah, you're right, it is.
Silence reigned for a moment.
The big pony suggested. Why don't we play a game?
Okay, Rainbow said sarcastically.
What's we play in a narrow corridor used by spell guards that smells that something died?
Piggy pondered before smiling. I have no idea.
Then why did she suggest us playing something if you don't know what to do?
Alpha Sack shouted from the front.
The big pony simply shrugged. That'll help keep our minds occupied.
The tunnel suddenly started to widen, allowing the ponies to fan out from the parked place. They found themselves in a small cave, a small pool of water that rippled as the ponies swept by it, and the walls of the cave sparkled like gems. Twilight led the cave through the narrow passage to the cave, eventually seeing a bright light at the end of the cave. She grinned when she realized they were nearly outside.
Come on, girls! She called back. We're nearly there!
She broke into a small gallop and ran right into the outside world. She found herself in a meadow that stretched up into a small river, flowing fast as if it was escaping from something. To her right, following the path that led to the city, was an arched stone bridge, its stones showing signs of age due to the moss hanging over its sides. The long grass blew slowly to the current of the wind. Twilight breathed deeply. For the air to her seemed as sweet as honey. Twilight squinted her eyes as she watched from the shadows into the sun that now loomed overhead. Her eyes resumed their normal size once they adjusted. She didn't notice Applesack standing next to her, her hat low over her brow to the sun. She heard Rarity complain she didn't have a suitable hat for the day. While Rainbow and Pinky sat by the cave entrance, breathing in the fresh air, enjoying the gentle breeze.
So where now, Twa?
Applesack asked.
I believe we go this way,
she answered, pointing to where the bridge stood. She began to trot back into the road, heading presumably north, while the others followed behind, eager to find their friend again.
So I spy with my little eye, something beginning with D,
Pinky said. They've been walking around for 4 hours now, and to pass the time, Pinky had been playing I Spy, and since then it's been pretty much the same answer.
Let me guess,
Rainbow said with a roll of her eyes. A tree!
No,
Pinky said innocently, much to Rainbow's surprise.
Piggy, how can it not be a tree when either side of us
are trees?
Rainbow said in exasperation.
Don't know. This isn't a tree.
Okay, life, Applesack said, looking around for something to begin with T. I soon turned to the lever to the unicorn brother.
This is Twilight. Woo! Piggy cheered, throwing near, but again. Look at him, Jack. Here you go.
Oak pondered, looking around for something to pick that wasn't a tree. Around them, trees walled the path that they walked down. A few times there were small openings and clearings with lush meadows, but felt flustered by trees, so to speak.
The road goes ever, ever on, my friend.
Back around and back again.
With less meadows, but they felt flustered by trees, so to speak. Ahead of them, however, looming in the distance, was the mountains that separated Equestria from Horska. The peaks receded in the clouds as they were poking them.
Girls, do you mind if we stop for a little while?
Twilight looked back at the air ponies. I'm a little hungry. Her belly started to rumble as to prove the statement.
Okay, Twilight.
Would be nice to have a picnic out here, Verity added.
Yeah, plus we can see what's in that sack Ruben gave us,
Rainbow said, pointing to the sack on her back, although Rainbow offered to take it. Twilight refused, saying just a little further. That was about an hour ago. The 5 friends moved off the road into an opening that led to a field with a house that was broken and deserted. Although what they did here was pretty easy to understand. Round them upon rows of apple trees. Each one had ripe, splendidly fragrant apples that were a brighter green than the grass they moved on. Twilight set down the sack and rubbed her back with her hooves. Pinky got out a blanket and sat on the grass. Toys crowded around it and brought out a second sack that Brahma gave them. Inside a varying number of fruits, from apples to kumquats. They brought out some and shared it around, enjoying the delicious, rather exotic fruits.
So, Twilight,
Rainbow asked, looking squintingly at the first sack by Twilight's side.
You gonna take us in there?
The unicorn fizzing her mouthful and answered,
Oh, don't see why not?
Her horn glows familiar magenta color around the sack, making it float in the air, swinging it upside down, spilling its contents out. Out came 6 unusual bracelets. 5 had a golden unicorn head on the front, and a light from the wrist of the hoof below the knee, while attached was simply something of a sword handle. The other was even stranger. A wooden structure that had 2 half arches on the side, with a loose string connecting the two together. While on the side was a lever of some sort that seemed to push back. The 5 ponies looked at him strangely.
Any idea what these are?
Pinky asked no one in particular. Neither shook in their head. So what's our lights to do with deal with them? Applejack asked, again to no one in particular.
Let's try putting them on, Twilight suggested.
Randy took a step back from them.
Goodness gracious, no, she yelled. A lady like me would never be wearing something so unglamorous in her life. It'll make my leg look boisterous.
Oh, come on, Rarely! Applejack fumed.
That looks gonna kill you.
The White Unicorn nodded, and was silent, reluctantly attached one of the bracelets to her legs. Alright, something about flying fetishize being worth the humiliation. There's no difficulty attaching them to their legs. He clicked in place to ride her to strapped on. Rainbow had difficulty riding with hers, but Twilight gave her a helping hoof once she done on her own. Twilight stared in wonder at hers, and found it ever so light and surprisingly comfortable, as if it wasn't even there. She raised her leg in the air to see how it was attached, while the foot-long blade shot out a small slit at the end, made her jump back in surprise. The 4 ponies moved their legs in the same position. Soon 4 more blades appeared from their bracelets.
Incredible,
Twilight muttered in wonder.
This is so awesome!
Rainbow squealed in delight, and green grin on her face. One in the air gave her sort of a few swings and lunges. Careful with that foot, Rainbow warned her. It's not a toy, you know.
I know that, Applejack. Just trying it out. No one's gonna mess with us at Harska. I must say,
Rarity admitted,
these are quite comfortable on one's feet. Say, what about the other one?
Pinky pointed to the 6th bracelet, a strange one. Right down and grabbed it. She placed it on her left leg, a clicking sound being attached. As what? The 2 half arches spread out to form a full arch at the front of the thing. A string tightened until it stretched between the...
A crossbow,
Twilight proclaimed, much to Rainbow's glee. The Unicorn looked around to see if there were any crossbow bolts. Upon finding one, she looked in her bag and found a quiver around 50 bolts around to the bottom of the fat sack.
I found some bolts, Dash!
She called it a Pegasus. Rainbow slipped to the ground, so Twilight could clip the quiver to Rainbow's side. It fit nicely around her waist as the Unicorn tightened the strap around her side Pegasus' neck. Hello, now! Applejack said as she walked over. Why doesn't Rainbow get the crossbow?
Because I'm a Pegasus. So if I need to, I can see things from above.
Rainbow argued. Just because you got wings, don't mean you're the best shooter of all of us. Secretary was replying when she realized the airplane was right. She could still easily miss and hit her friends from above, as well as to the ground if he did get into a fight.
So, how about we decide who's the better shot out of all of us?
Rainbow asked. Applejack asked, looking at the orchard for something to get used to target practice. Her eyes spied a large tree over a small slope, about a good 40 feet from them, and the branches were some of the biggest apples he had ever seen. I'd make a perfect target. See that tree over there? She pointed to where she was looking. Her rival nodded. You can shoot down one of those apples, then you can have it. But I can shoot one, and now have it, do you? Rainbow took it up to consider this. Deal! Her rivals spat on their hooves and put them together in agreement.
How could they do that once he has his hooves? Escapes me.
Rarity grimaced in disgust. The 2 contestants looked at the 3 ponies, which now sat on a line in Pinky's blanket.
You're not gonna try it out? I don't think I'm gonna be any good at it, Applejack. Besides, I'm a wizard. Wizards and crossbows don't mix. I've spent all my points in intelligence and wisdom, so not doing it. I don't know, but I do my science. I do not feel like being the author in this particular thing. I mean, I know my own, but this time I decided to be special.
Looks like he says you two.
Okay then, you're lost.
Rainbow shrugged, turning around, focusing on the targeted apple tree.
You go first, Applejack.
Like a cat, Rainbow. Applejack said with a smile. Pegasus took out the crossbow bracelet and helped it place it on the unicorn orange pony's leg. Once on, Applejack positioned herself facing the tree, sitting on her rump. She took a bolt from Rainbow in her teeth and placed it on the tip of the bowstring. The bolt sitting comfortably on a rack in the middle. She used her right leg to pull the lever on the right side, so the arrow and the string were pulled back as well.
I'll tell you to release it again to fire, Applejack asked aloud.
Think you have to push it down to release it, Twilight replied. Your girl was about to go further when she heard a crunching sound. She looked to her right and saw Pinky diving her face into a huge bag of popcorn. Where did she get that bag of popcorn from? She asked with an eyebrow raised. Twilight, why do you question the Pinky? I got the trots. Privet said it was in his basement and had a few bags, so I thought you might mind if I had one. Pinky explained. What's up? Twilight stared at her friend for a moment, then simply shrugged. Yeah, all right. She picked a hooful of her magic, placed it on the blanket. Verity, meanwhile, without taking her eyes from the sea in front of her, sneakily stuck her hoof into the bag and picked some. Applejack, meanwhile, raised her leg once again and got ready to fire. There wasn't a sound in the world. No birds sang, nor any pony spoke. The only things that could be heard were steady breathing. Applejack held her breath for a moment and pushed the lever down, the bolt soaring off with a bow with a crack. Fortunately, Applejack said Apple. She aimed down and bent itself in a tree. Darn it! Applejack cursed herself. Rainbow started to snicker. Gee, Applejack, I thought you were the better shot out of all of us, the Pegasus snickered. Well, yeah, well, you still got hit, Rainbow, Applejack retorted with a smirk. We do, then you'll have it. She took the crossbow off her leg and helped Rainbow put on hers. Well then, here goes nothing, Rainbow said with a hint of nervousness. Silver persisted where her orange friend sat. Once again, got the bullet in place, raised her left leg. Like shook about as she tried to stay aim on an apple that seemed to call to her. She took a deep breath, pushed down on the lever. The bolt swinging off sent Rainbow falling down on her back. The bolt went straight through an apple and embedded itself into a tree. A minute later, the apple fell to the ground, rolled down the slope, landing by a stunned Rainbow Dash and Applejack. You know, when the medieval fantasy technology seems to surpass the technology of, say, Starfleet, you know Mike is a city writer. 3 ponies behind her cheered at Rainbow's victory. Applejack clapped her hose together and held Pegasus to her hose. Well done, Ardley, she said with a smile. Maybe we're a safer hose than I thought we would be. Thanks, Applejack. It's good to know you have some faith in me, Rainbow said in a tone of mock offense. Trying to roll her eyes and shook her head at 2 ponies. They'll never get over their rivalry, she thought. She looked over Pinky. Do you know what time it is? Pinky looked at her party watch. Well, it's gone 2 hours over party time, so it must be this, she answered. Twilight got up and started putting some leftovers in her bags. We better get going. We won't be getting horse cut by tonight, she said. Brady and Pinky nodded in agreement and started helping. Applejack and Rainbow soon joined after. Rainbow picking the victory apples she passed with her teeth. So long they were picked up and ready to go. Rainbow took the lead, followed by Twilight, Applejack, Rarity, and Pinky, who hopped rather than walked.